prevailing voices in Hollywood consider themselves to be woke progressives, extolling values of tolerance and liberalism, but not so much tolerance when it comes to conservatives. Actors Deborah Messing and Eric McCormick are calling for the list of attendees at Donald Trump's recent Beverly Hills fundraiser to be made public, because apparently celebrities should not be able to support the president.
Please print a list of all attendees. The public has a right to know.
Hey, THR, kindly report on everyone attending this event, so the rest of us can be clear about who we don't want to work with. Thanks.
Conservatives are calling it totalitarian liberalism.
I don't blame you, Eric. I understand I wish I could denounce Trump, as I was offered quite a bit in return, and it would make my life easier. But I have refused to do so, as I believe he is great for our nation and people. You are entitled to your beliefs. Let others have theirs.
They're pushing a case that falls apart from the sheer weight of its lunacy, as though the Hollywood community needs to be purged of this social and intellectual hygiene problem called conservative thinking.
But to be fair, if people are taking a political stand, going to a fundraiser, shouldn't they be public about it? Aren't political donations a matter of public record? Well, a few Hollywood stars have found out that leaning rightward is pretty bad for their career. James Woods was declared to be a racist when it became clear that he supported Donald Trump. Furthermore, Stacey Dash, who is a Mexican, was declared to be racist when it turned out that she was a fan of the Donald.
What's the nastiest thing someone in Hollywood has said to you about your politics?
Everybody tells me I'm racist. I'm a black Mexican. It's absurd. White casting people have actually said to me, "You're not black enough." It's the same as stereotyping white people with ugly sweaters at Christmas and grandma drunk on eggnog. That's not white people, and now they say black people have to think, act, speak, and look a certain way in order to be black enough.
Hollywood conservatives routinely conceal their views, fearing it could be a career killer to not follow the party line. Interestingly, Susan Sarandon, the leftist actress, has also become the target of a lot of hate, not for being a conservative, but for being a hardcore Bernie-crat who refuses to march in lockstep behind the DNC.
If you don't go to that liberal fundraiser, if you're not at that big dinner where all the Ims are, you're not in the club and you're not being hired.
I mean, it's a very lonely existence out there. It's a toxic environment, and they
really is.
They react viscerally to the fact that you don't agree with them.
I like being with conservatives. There's a whole bunch of them that people don't really give a lot of attention to.
It's old news that Hollywood leans towards the Dems. During the 2017 midterm elections, more than $4 million was donated by top Hollywood execs and stars. Now, 99.7% of that money actually went toward the Democrats. That's according to Hollywood Reporter, that cites the official results and statistics from the Federal Elections Commission. In Hollywood's top 100 list, only 3 have donated to Republicans. And during the 2016 elections, 90% of Hollywood's donations went to Hillary Clinton. They even made an amusing ad.
And the only way we can prove that to you is by having lots of famous people.
Lots of famous people.
Lots and lots of famous people.
Just a ton of famous people.
Repeating how important.
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 Important. Important. Important. How important it is.
Vote.
Hollywood has even threatened to take action against those who don't adhere to their liberal values. Remember Georgia's anti-abortion law? Well, there was a call for a boycott of the state.
We cannot, in good conscience, continue to recommend our industry remain in Georgia if HB 481 becomes law.
The movie world has always pushed back against traditional values. However, it also glamorizes wealth and the American dream, values that are very important to American conservatives. Now, Hollywood is one of America's most powerful institutions, and there is no question that it is not acting when it comes to its feelings about the Donald.